Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. SlipjointSawyer here. Thank you all for joining me, and I appreciate you stopping by to watch my video. Today we're going to have another look at a new Rough Rider knife I've picked up. Well, new to me, it is a part of an older series, but it's one I picked up very recently, so we'll have a quick look at the box first. So this is what we would call the Rough Rider 25-year box, as you have the 25-year blurb on the side there. You can pause that if you wish to read it. I have been through this one before. It is the Rough Rider with the RI spelling on the sort of mustard and orange box. You have their website on this side and the sort of cancer and reproductive harm warning on this side, and it's letting you know that it is a Chinese made knife, but we all know Rough Riders are. And then this side, the sticker with the model number, and this is the RR1954, and that is the blue smooth bone Stockman. So here is the knife in question. You can see straight away the nice grain work in that bone. You can tell it's an older one as well. There is no R on the bolsters, and you do have that, I think, one of my favourite shields for a Rough Rider. Got that stacked RR with the horseshoe that says tested sharp in it. And then again, all nice and smooth. Pins smooth, transitions perfect. And it does go back to a theory that I was talking about before with John with Thrifty Kniffy, that we both do think that the older Rough Rider knives are made with a little bit more care and attention. I know some of the newer ones coming out now are made really well, but there was sort of a period in the middle where they were, I'm not going to say they were bad, but there was like gaps and a bit of gap in somewhere. You know, sometimes there was like step in up here and things like that. But the older ones are definitely by far a better quality knife, I think. Take a look at the back, and this is the colour for me. Look at the blue bone on that. You can see where it's taken really well to the bone here, and then slightly less well in the middle where it's a lighter blue. I just think that's a beautiful colour. I've pretty much fallen in love with the smooth, anything smooth bone. I really do enjoy jigging, but the smooth bone for me is absolutely fantastic. You can see you've got the single line nickel silver bolsters and pins, and then the spacing on the back as well is excellent. Very close here to the liner on the spade blade. I don't think there's any blade rub, but we'll take a little look when I open them up in a minute. But you can see the clip point blade nicely centered, and the sheep's foot blade nicely sort of cammed into the middle of the knife. So we'll take a look at the main blade now. So you can see it does have the reverse R tang stamp and the matte strike nail neck, but no swedging on this. There's another way to tell that it's an older knife by Rough Rider. And it is that 440A mirror polished stainless steel. Nice sharpening choil and a decent kick there, so you can really choke up and then have no concerns that the blade's going to close on you. See the model number there is RR1954, and then it's China, and again it's that 440 razor sharp steel. No half stops as it's an older model, so you get the cam tang where it goes all the way around and then just closes down. I'd say it's about a 6 pull, so reasonable pull on this, and then reasonable snap into the close as well. Take a look at the sheep's foot blade again. Maybe a little bit less, 5.5 to a 6. But you get that reverse R tang stamp, the matte strike nail nick, and no swedging again. And a really nice even grind on this knife. And I will say this came razor sharp out of the box. I haven't had to strop it or anything. It was hair popping sharp straight away. And again, no half stop, all the way around, and then a nice positive snap on the close as well. And then we'll take a look at that spade blade. Definitely the stronger of all three pulls. I would say that's more a 6.5 to a 7. Again, with the reverse R tang stamp, the Rough Rider script underneath, and that matte strike nail nick. And what I will say, of the Rough Rider spade blades, the ones with the straight top and the very small sort of cut here, I do prefer. I don't like the ones when you have a big, you know, this big flat bit here. I get what they're for. I know the purpose. It's just a personal preference of mine. And there's the reverse. You can see the grind on there as well. Little bit heavy at the tip. And pretty even on this side. So yeah, just a little bit heavy at the tip on the reverse of the spade blade. And then again, no half stop and a nice snap into the close. But for me, what won this knife over for me is the blue smooth bone. This side in particular, I wish this was on the front. Nothing wrong with this. It's a beautiful blue, but it's quite dark. It looks a little bit lighter in person. The camera's not doing it justice. But this blue here does sort of bring me back to the Masonic knives because they had the blue smooth bone on there as well. So let's take a quick look at the measurement of the blades. We'll start with the clip point. So you can see the full length, 1, 2, 3, just a hair over 3, like barely. But then the cutting edge is way under, it's like 2.5. So definitely a UK legal knife. I've not come across any sort of Rough Riders that are ridiculously over the limit. They are either like at 3-inch or they're like a 4-inch blade. So most Rough Riders you're pretty much going to be fine with. But always check the blade length and in like the laws in your local area. So we'll take a look then at the length of the sheep's foot blade. And then we have a total length of 1, 2.25, and then a cutting edge of 1.75. So easy UK legal there. And I believe the spade blade is exactly the same, but we'll take a quick look. Got 1, 2, 2 for that, and then well, we got just over 1.5, so a little bit smaller again than the sheep's foot, but again, a definitely capable knife. If you can't get through a full day with a Stockman, you're in serious trouble. And I know it's only 440A and that doesn't hold the best edge, but you've got 3 blades of nice long clip point, a sheep's foot and the spade. You should definitely be able to do a full day's work with this, no trouble at all. Just take a quick look at the back strings while we're here. You can see like the tiniest amount of gapping, but apart from that, it's pretty much, for me, it's in that sort of, when I sort of look at a Rough Rider, if it's above like an 8 out of 10 quality, I'll be happy with it and never want to get rid of it. And this one definitely does fall above that 8 out of 10 category. So there we go, guys. That's my review of the Rough Rider Blue Smooth Bone Stockman. And I'll give you that model number again, which is RR1954. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. And stay tuned for a 500 sub giveaway coming soon. Peace out.